Hey there. I don't know if these birds that are singing in the woods are aware of it or not, but there's a disturbance out in the Gulf of Mexico that's supposed to be here overnight tonight, in the morning, and the fortunate thing about this particular tropical system is that it's not going to develop into anything like we've seen here on the Gulf Coast a number of times. Nonetheless, it's still a tropical storm, and there's some things, precautions that folks need to take. Shirley and I, we had very little to do to get ready to ride out some type of tropical storm, simply because we try to stay prepared and cover all the bases, keep the bases covered. So with this thing coming in, I figured I needed to take a stroll before the storm. And so I've been out here in the woods basically soaking in what I can soak in, checking on the state of maturity of what most people around here call huckleberries, the wild blueberries. And man, I got to tell you, the ones I'm finding, they are really, really good. And there's a smaller, one of the bushes that I found back over here. And by the way, that's my honey hole that I took you guys to. I've not shown that to anybody. And it's just full of wild blueberries back in there. And if you don't know where it's at, you'll wander around a long time to find it. And once you get in there, if you don't know how you got there, you're going to wander around a good bit trying to get back out. But I discovered that spot back in there during the winter, and it's worth finding. But anyway, we're simply getting ready for the storm that's coming in, and not looking forward to it because a lot of crazy stuff can happen. Our biggest concern with this storm is, it may spawn some tornadoes, or the winds are going to be high enough that limbs can come down and take out the electrical lines that would interrupt our attachment to the grid. But we're prepared for that in the event that that happens. We'll not go without air conditioning, not in this part of the world. We've gotten into the not so fun season here in lower Alabama. The mosquitoes are out in force. I've not picked any ticks off of me yet this season. When I'm out in the woods, I try to remember, I have to put it on to keep the mosquitoes off, but I use an insect repellent that keeps ticks and mosquitoes away, and chiggers. I mean, to tell you, the chiggers are a bane. Once, if you've never had chiggers, get a good dose of them and you'll never forget them. But that's what we're doing, and yeah, I did. It was getting time for my annual, and along about the time it starts getting hot, I start thinking about maybe I need to prune it back again for a year. And so that's what I've done. I do that on an annual basis, whether I need to or not. Folks, hope you enjoyed our little stroll in the woods today. If at all possible, get out and about, enjoy nature, and we'll see you on the next one.